Okay. Good afternoon, because it's 1 o'clock. I had to make sure I'm in the car again. So let's. When I was talking last week, I was talking about. Oh, wait a minute. If you're new, thanks for subscribing. I got some new people watching me. So yeah, that's exciting. So my weight loss, of lack thereof, because that's exactly it. It's no weight loss this week, like zero weight loss. And remember last week I was talking about how I knew a stall was coming. See, the thing is, I know my body, I know it, and I know when I'm about to go into a stall. Now, this is like the longest stall that I've ever encountered. Oh my God, it's so nice today. It is so nice outside today. It's crazy. But anyway, my weight. That weekend, the weekend, which was I think the 28th, because I'm reporting the days of the 28th through the 4th. So that was last weekend. Last weekend, I was saying how I felt the stall coming. I felt it coming. Now, did I think that this stall was gonna be the longest stall imaginable? No, I didn't. So I always do correction days on Monday, because I knew, because that Saturday and Sunday my weight was the same. It may have went up like a couple of ounces and down a couple of ounces. It's essentially the same weight. So Monday I got up and I did a correction day. Tuesday my weight dropped down a whole pound. So I was 164 Tuesday. And then the next day my weight went right back up again to 165. Now, I could blame that either I'm not eating enough calories, not drinking enough water, because last week I was just tired. I was tired last week. I didn't want to cook. And I put that on Instagram. Maybe, which way should I turn? Should I turn this? I'm gonna turn this way. I didn't want to cook last week. So I roasted all of my vegetables. Number one, I roasted all of them because I knew that they was gonna go bad. And number two, I roasted them because I didn't want to cook anything. I don't want to sit in front of the stove and cook. So I roasted all those vegetables. I roasted zucchini. I had zucchini, broccoli, tomatoes. Okay, tomatoes, some onions. What else did I put? I roasted. Go ahead, little car. I roasted zucchini, tomatoes, broccoli, and cauliflower. Roasted some cauliflower. And I think that was all the vegetables. That was a lot. It was 2 pans of vegetables. It was enough to last me all week. This is the problem that I have with being vegetarian. Let me say it's not a problem. Sometimes I get lazy, and you just gonna walk your butt on out there, huh? Anyway, sometimes I get lazy and I want to eat things out of the bag. Now, the bag stuff, even though it's made out of the same things that I usually like make my food out of, like tofu and soy, and I feel like that stuff is like different. I really feel like the stuff that comes in the bag will keep you from dropping weight. And I don't, and that's the only, because I had the same experience last round when I started eating stuff out of the bag, like meatballs. And then I kept my serving sizes down too. I only had even though the serving size for the meatballs was like 6, or either 5 or 6 meatballs, I ate like 3. So then I would eat that with like zucchini and spaghetti. But I made sure that my serving sizes were exactly where they're supposed to be. Now, calorie-wise, they might not have been on point. They might have been way less than what I'm supposed to be eating. And that might be the reason why I'm stalling so bad, is because I'm not eating enough calories. That could be it too. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. My body is doing some weird shit right now. This is ridiculous. And it's so crazy. My weight is exactly 165. It's been 165 all week. It has not budged. I'm serious. It hasn't budged. 165 for the past 6 days. I have never, ever, 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 ever had my weight be so consistent. It is ridiculous. Most of the time I'm up 2 pounds, down 2 pounds, up 3 pounds, up 5 pounds. It has never been consistent 5 days straight, which is weird. And it's so weird, it led me to going to buy a new scale. Because this morning when I got up on the scale. Now today is Saturday. Saturday the let me look at the date. Hold up. I'm gonna show you the date. It says Saturday the 5th. It says the 5th. Oh no, it's Saturday, May 5th. I got on the scale May 5th today, and my weight is 165.0. So I did a correction day yesterday. I only dropped 4 ounces. Now I'm gonna tell you about yesterday's correction day. I was supposed to go, I do cashews during correction days. That's it. So I had maybe this much cashews left in the bag. Now that is not enough cashews for correction day. And I think my calories were, if I had to weigh those, it was probably like 3 ounces of nuts. That's not enough nuts for correction day. You need at least, I'm gonna say 10 ounces to eat throughout the day. I only ate like maybe 3 or 4 ounces of nuts, and it wasn't enough calories. So that's all I ate yesterday. I have no appetite. I have no appetite. I don't want to eat. So I was fine with what I ate yesterday, and I went all day yesterday with just those little bit of nuts. And I was supposed to get up, go to Trader Joe's and get those nuts, and I didn't. I was lazy, and then I went to bed. And so that's probably why I only dropped 4 ounces. My body is getting, and this is what scares me, my body is getting calories from somewhere. It's getting calories from somewhere. And if it's not getting the calories from my fat content, it's getting it from somewhere. So this is what led me to go and buy a new scale, because my scale, it measures fat. It only measures fat, and it only measures your weight. And I've had that scale for so long, I'm thinking maybe it's not measuring me right. So I got on Amazon and I ordered a new scale that measures everything. This scale is like, I think it's the best for what my money can buy, put it that way. It measures everything. I think it measures bone mass, weight. I had to get the let me see if I can go on Amazon and see what this thing measures. But I think I needed a new scale. And plus, it'll give me peace of mind that my stuff is accurate. I don't know. Yeah, my weight is giving me the flux right now. And the thing is, when you're a meat eater, I think that this diet is a little bit better, is a little bit easier than being vegetarian. I really do, because I can't, if I want to just eat something out of the bag, like I made this meal, was that Friday? I think it was Friday, because I got an air fryer too. I just bought a new air fryer. So I ate a veggie burger, but the other day I made some cauliflower buffalo wings, and I took the cauliflower, I air fried the burger first, and then the cauliflower the consistency didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. I wanted a more crispier tendency. So I took that cauliflower and put it in an air fryer right after I made that burger. Now, the burger, usually I would cook my burgers on my George Foreman grill, but it tends to, one thing when you're doing something in a package, the George Foreman grill dries it out. It doesn't stay moist, and that's what I don't like about the George Foreman grill. It would literally dry your food out. So because it's literally draining all that oil out, which I understand. It's a George Foreman again. The oil is supposed to leave the food, but when you're eating veggie burgers, do you want your stuff to be dry? I don't want it to be dry and rock hard. And the one thing about that air fryer that I realized is that veggie burger, it was one of those Gardein burgers. It was so freaking moist. I was like, wow. I was amazed how moist it was. Well, should I say moist? It was juicy. It was juicy for a freaking veggie burger. That's what I'm saying. And I think that I will be using that from now on. I won't, like all summer, I think that I'll be air frying my food. I won't even have to turn the oven on, because you can literally cook anything in this damn thing. Anything you can cook in it. French fries, fish. Not that I eat fish, but you can cook anything in it. So yeah, I cooked that. I air fried. I went back and put the cauliflower in the air fryer, and then it came out crispy like I wanted it. It dried all of that. It dried all that fluid off of it. So I put that on top of the veggie burger, and I didn't need any toppings because the cauliflower was spicy. So that with the veggie burger made it was just on point. But my thing is, the stuff from out of the package. I think the stuff from out of the package is keeping me from losing weight. And even though I like the convenience of the stuff in the package, I might have to leave it alone for these next 2.5 weeks that I'm on this diet. So I'm gonna go back to, making my tofu and making some seitan, because I think that's what I'm gonna eat for the next couple of days. Some tofu. I might stir fry me some tofu and make some seitan. I wanted to try a new way of making seitan, because I boiled it the last time and I didn't like the consistency of the boiling, and so they come out real big, like fluffy, like puffy, and I didn't like the consistency of it. So I saw another person, what they did was they took their seitan, they made like a giant loaf out of it. They made a loaf out of it, and then they cut that loaf into like 3 different sections, and they put it in aluminum foil, and they put it inside of a steamer, and then boiled it. They put the water at the bottom and then steamed it instead of boiling it. And I think I want to try it that way. But then I also saw a recipe for seitan for where you added chickpea flour. Now, here I go trying new stuff out on the HCG diet. But the thing is, I'm thinking that the chickpea flour may change the texture a bit, because I didn't really like the texture of it with just plain seitan. I mean, well, plain, what is that? Powder? What is it, the flour called? I can't remember the name of the flour. I'm having brain freeze right now. But, oh, Vital Wheat Gluten. Okay, so it's called Vital Wheat Gluten. So I didn't really like the texture of it. I mean, the texture was fine, but I wanted to be more, I don't know. I wanted to see what it's like with the chickpea flour mixed in with it. I'm hoping that it don't make me gain weight. That's what I'm hoping. So yeah, weight loss is 0. I'm not gonna let it bum me out though, just the fact that it's 0. And I was thinking, since my weight loss is like 0 this week, I was gonna do a video when I got home, showing you guys how I make God, cause somebody asked me about how I make my my chocolate delight, because it's different. And I'm like, yeah, it's different. I'm like, I've done this diet 5 times, and the first time I did chocolate delight, it was like so freaking, oh my God, it was like bitter. I was like, it was the most bitter. It was too bitter for me to eat. So I figured out a way to make chocolate delight without having to gain any weight from it, and then making it taste sweet or salty or whatever. Sweeter than it did the first round I made it. So yeah, I make my chocolate delight special, because the whole purpose of eating chocolate is for it to be enjoyable. It's not, I don't want to taste anything bitter. I just don't. So that's what I'm going to do when I get in the house. Like I said, that weight loss was, I'm reporting the period between the 28th of April, not April, yeah, the 28th of April through May 4th. So yeah, I'm gonna get in the house and make this chocolate delight, because I think I have only like 2 pieces left, and yeah, I can't just have 2 pieces left. So yeah,